Young and the Restless fans, yes, we are back. It's the beginning of the week. The drama is juicier than ever. I'm telling you, let me give you a few highlights and then we'll unpack this episode. First, we see Adam and Chelsea receive some heartwarming news about their son Connor. Sharon and Nick dive into a very serious conversation about her meds. Traci makes a life-changing decision to stay in Paris and she gets a date. And then we also see Audra thinking Tucker's heart attack is fake. So let's spill the tea for June 17th, shall we? So Adam meet up with Chelsea over at Crimson Lights, and boy, does she have some uplifting news. Chelsea spoke to Connor's social worker, and guess what? Their son finally had a breakthrough. Now, the exposure treatment is now working, and Connor will be able to eat some food that he's been terrified of. And this is such a huge win for these struggling parents. Just as they were basking in this little victory, Sharon interrupts with ever positive energy. She's thrilled to hear that something is finally working for Connor. Adam, however, remains cautiously optimistic because it's hard for him to let the good news sink in given their rocky past with Connor's progress. Now, Sharon, in her wisdom, urges them to keep putting good energy out there. Now, she reminds them that all parents got doubts throughout the process and it's perfectly normal. Now, Adam continued to have his doubts, but Chelsea encourages him to just embrace the good news and let it sink in. She reminds him that their son wants to see them. Now, Adam, once again, still skeptical, is worried about being rejected again. Sharon gets back to work and Adam apologizes for dampening the mood. Now, Chelsea knows another rejection could be unbearable, but she insists that they just need to keep the faith. Now, she suggests that they call Connor to see if he's ready for a visit. On their way out, they thank Sharon, who drops some more wisdom. Ultimately, we all have to lean on each other. It's the only way to get to the other side, according to Sharon. Well, now that Adam and Chelsea is gone, Sharon gets into a whole heated phone argument until Nick arrives. Now, he immediately senses that, something's off. Now, Sharon admits that she hadn't been sleeping well because she's been adjusting to her new bipolar meds. Now, Nick and Sharon have a very open conversation about her condition and the struggles with her blood sugar levels. Nick reassures her that being grouchy once in a while, it's all right, it's okay, and praises her for being open about her situation. Now, Sharon, always the fighter, declares that there's no stigma to even be had. Now, Nick, trying to be the supportive friend and ex, tells her that she and her mom are the most impressive people he knows. Now, Sharon replies that, look, we're survivors and will do whatever it takes for our loved ones. Now, it's a touching moment that obviously highlight their deep bond. Now we're back at Adam's place where he and Chelsea call Connor, and the joy on their faces is apparent as Connor tells them about him eating some soup. Now, it's a monumental moment which also signifies progress for him. Now, Adam and Chelsea are over the moon excited and congratulate their son. Connor, kind of feeling bad for not being ready last time, is eager to see them once again. Now, they reassure him that everything will be just fine, even though his mom is going to be off work for this visit. Chelsea makes Adam promise to hold on to this as good news no matter what happens next. Adam now calls Nick to share the latest update. Nick offers the family jet, reminding Adam to just focus on Connor and not worry about business. Just as things seem to be settling, none other than Victor Newman, his dad, texts him demanding an immediate conversation. And I'm hoping Victor don't stop this whole thing with them going out to Maryland. Meanwhile, let's take the jet off to Paris, where Alan stops by the apartment to update Traci and Jack about their sister's first day at the clinic. Now, his colleagues are trying to do their best to make her feel welcome. When Alan left, she seemed as tough as ever, but the road to recovery, it's going to be long. The DID diagnosis mean that the doctors have to uncover severe childhood trauma, which is shocking news to Jack and Traci, especially Jack, because he wanted to blame it all on Tucker. Now, they never suspected such deep-seated issues even from their childhood. Now, Alan reassures them that the clinic is safe. It's a controlled environment and is confident that she understands that this is her best chance of recovery. Traci decides that there is no place that she'd rather be but in Paris to be close with her sister. So she's going to stick around in Paris for a while. Now, Jack, however, has to check in periodically, but he'll try to stay as long as he can too. Alan then seizes the moment and asks our girl Traci out to dinner, to which she happily agrees. And finally, still in Paris in Tucker's suite, his secretary is desperately trying to get information from Felipe about the looming takeover. Now, Tucker is growing increasingly anxious, sensing a hostile takeover is imminent. He instructs his secretary to keep making calls while he put on his shoes, determined to get to the bottom of it. Elsewhere, Audra is enjoying her coffee and macaroons, texting Felipe. Now, he informs her that Tucker is on the ropes. Audra recalls Tucker's promises, but she is done with his handouts. Victor texts her seeking an update. Tucker, being simpy yet a last-ditch effort, shows up at Audra's door begging her not to go through with this takeover. Now, he even offers her again the company to run it as she wishes, but it's a little too late. Audra's feeling vindictive, accusing him of always putting others before her. He tried to put you first by proposing to you, but you said that whole way was archaic, and now you expect to be in the prominent role over his son. Yeah. Now, Tucker is shocked by her cruelty and warns her that she'll regret this, and I totally agree, getting in bed with Victor Newman. Now, as Tucker returns to his suite and starts the video call with the investors, he suddenly collapses with chest pains. Audra storms in, initially refusing to believe it's real, but as Tucker struggles to breathe, the secretary is calling for the medic. Now, the tension is sky high as the doctor arrives. Tucker is barely able to speak, telling Audra he doesn't want to take his last breath looking at her. But yeah, she actually thinks this man is faking, and it left us with this cliffhanger, so we'll have to see whether this is just a stall tactic or is something really going on with Tucker. Wow, what a Monday. From breakthroughs to breakdowns, secrets, heartfelt moments, the drama is non-stop. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. Will Adam and Chelsea good news last? Can Sharon adjust to her new meds? And will Tucker survive this latest crisis, or is it just a stall tactic? Only time will tell. Also, make sure you stay tuned for the bold and the beautiful recap for today, as well as it looks like Finn have to deliver some not so good news to somebody. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye.